Hi guys, it's me, Dimension Battles, and that's right, we are back to showing Dimension Battles cards. We finished Rochambeau Heroes, and now we are back to the Dimension Battles cards. And I've actually been working on a bunch of new ones since I finished Rochambeau Heroes. The reason why I made that game is because it was fun, and also gave me lots of time to start making some new Dimension Battles cards. So yeah, first off we have Metablos, a stage 2 rare card with 300 power and 200 defense. And he's a metal type and he has this cool sword getting ready to stab somebody. And you can tell he's like bionic and just like a killing machine. It's just the coolest looking thing ever, okay? So I don't even know how I thought of this. I just love the way he looked. The design looked pretty clean. And this is Metablos. So I was kind of going for like an android looking thing, or basically like a futuristic alien looking guy, very alien like, but then still metal parts. I didn't want to make it a 2-type card because I was like, you know what, I've been making a lot of 2-type cards recently because I thought maybe I could make it a light type and also a metal type, but I just decided to make a metal type in the end. And his effect says, let me let the camera focus. His effect says, discard 1 creature on your field, and then this card can battle twice this turn. So say you have a weaker card that you don't really care about, you can discard him, and then after that, Metablos can battle twice, which is a crazy good ability. And a little bit of backstory on the art for this card. I actually got the name because when I used to play Beyblade, I was playing not Beyblade Burst. I still play Beyblade, but not Beyblade Burst, but Beyblade Metal Fusion. Beyblade Metal Fusion with Jinka and all that. I invented my own. I used the ring from Scorpio, and I also used some other parts, and I was like, what should I name this Beyblade? And that's how I ended up coming up with the name Metablos. And I thought, why don't I make it into a card? Because they all have base spirits, and I was like, I wonder what it would look like. And I drew it out, I sketched it out, and thought, well, might as well make that into a Dimension Battles card. And there we go. Next up, we have an item card, Weakening, a stage 1 common card. You can equip it to a creature, and it halves its attack, and you round down to the nearest 100th place. So, this is a really powerful ability. It's really overpowered, and it's a common card also, which makes this effect even crazier. So in case you guys were curious about this, when I made this card, I actually looked up how to draw realistic. So, I was trying to not really looked up how to draw realistic, guys, but I was just kind of practicing drawing things very realistically. And as you can see, that translated so well for the artwork on this card because it just turned out amazing. So what I ended up doing was I drew lots and lots of like creases here, and I blended with the Copic so nicely, and it became a really good looking card, and it was pretty nice. I was gonna make it just a regular guy, but I was like, what am I gonna call him? I was thinking about, I don't know if you guys remember Jeff, but that was all the way back from set 1. Throwback, if you guys remember that, that's crazy, but all the way back from set 1, I made a card named Jeff. It was just the guy pointing it and said, who are you? And then I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I made like the opposite of him, like really realistic? Then and I was like, no, I'm just gonna make an item card. So that's how we have Weakening. And next up we have Young Warrior. Again, just experimenting with different art styles. Young Warrior is like a more chibi, kind of cartoony anime style. And Young Warrior is a stage 1 common card, and he has 200 power and 100 defense, and I really love the way the hair came out for this. It turned out so nice. I did the spiky hairstyle here, and this cool gold in the front to make him look even more like a cool, like, kind of like a light type, but still I made an earth type in the end, because he's a warrior, he's strong, he has a sword ready for battle, so I just ended up making an earth type. So, Young Warrior has 200 power and 100 defense, and if your opponent has 2 or more creatures on their field, you can summon him for free, which is a really nice effect. I've been making so many interesting effects recently because I was having fun thinking about different play styles, different strategies you can do in my game, and that's why I thought I should make one where you can play it for free, because it'll just make the game even more exciting. I went for a different style for the eyes. I usually just do this box-like shape like that, or there's no pupils there, but still the box shape. But I was like, no, let me try out different styles for the eyes, and I think it turned out pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of these cards in the comments below also. And next up, we have Flame Iguana Gator. I usually only show 5 cards, but this time I'm showing 6, because, I thought it would be fun to show more. Flame Iguana Gator is a 2-type card. It's a rare. He's a grass and a fire. In case you guys didn't know, 2-type cards, most of them don't have stages, but usually I make the ones without, I only add a stage if it's like too overpowered where it needs to have a stage. Otherwise, the card will be way too overpowered. Then I think to myself, well, this definitely needs a stage. There's no way in heck that I'm gonna allow this card to be so OP, but then also you can play it anytime. So in case you guys are wanting 2-type cards, if you have both these types in your discard pile, then you can play this card for free. It's the only way you can summon 2-type cards. Flame Iguana Gator, 300 power and 300 defense, and once per game you can discard this card to cancel a battle. Wow, I don't even... Okay, I made this card a month ago, so I don't even remember what the effect was. Once per game, you can discard this card from your hand to cancel a battle. From your hand! Oh my gosh, that's such an interesting effect. You like how I'm amazed by my own effect. It's almost like I'm just commenting like I'm the fans watching this or something. But yeah, you discard them from your own hand to cancel a battle, which is just a crazy ability in my opinion. But I guess that's why I made it a rare card. I remember what I was thinking now. Iguanas are kind of like lizards, so they're like all slippery and sneaky. And I thought, what if they had turbo boosters, like rocket boosters on it? I thought, you know what? That would be a crazy fast card. That would be intimidating. But I thought, you know what? Maybe I should make it so instead of battling, it would actually just like protect others, because like opposite of what you would think would happen. So I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So that's how I came up with Flame Iguana Gator. Then we have New Sword. I just can't believe how good the artwork came out for New Sword. So what I did was I thought, wow, I want to make like a sunburst background. If you don't know what sunburst is, I tried experimenting with it for thumbnails. But a sunburst background is a background in which you have this huge, like this bright colors everywhere for the background. And New Sword is a stage 2 common, and it's an item card, and its effect is equip it to a creature and it gains 100 power and defense. So I decided when I made this card that I would experiment with better looking hands. So I made the hands look a little bit better, so it's more realistic that it was holding it. And I also decided to make him look really like animated, really cool looking expressions. Again, I'm practicing with different eyes. I made this one more angular, and I actually drew a mouth. I usually just draw I just draw teeth. But instead I actually drew like a tongue and gums, and I think it made it look even better, because usually I just draw it like this, where it's the standard shape on the mouth. But this time I was like, no, I'm gonna make this happy, because he's so happy to have this sweet new sword, and it looks like really sharp. I was thinking about drawing a shiny effect to make it look even sharper, just to show that this was a really aggressive sword that was really powerful, and that's why he's so hyped to get it. But in the end I thought, you know what, nah, it's okay. I could always just make it ordinary looking, and that's what I ended up doing. So I made the background speak more than the card, which was another strategy that I was trying out. Like Flame Iguana Gator, I decided to make an intricate background. So I'm just thinking more about art styles and stuff. Just something that I've been doing in my cards. And the last card we have is Spark Dragon. So Spark Dragon is a stage 2 rare card with 200 power and 200 defense. And its effect reads, this card can battle 2 stage 2 or less creatures on the field with 1 attack. So all he has to do is attack once, but it can attack 2 stage 2 or less creatures at the same time, which I thought was a revolutionary effect. And I decided to give it a good effect because when I drew Spark Dragon, he doesn't have wings, and that kind of reminded me of Technogon and Void Dragon. Do I have them? I have Void Dragon right here. Technogon and Void Dragon. Look at Void Dragon. It's just a throwback because we haven't seen Void Dragon in ages, but it reminded me of Technogon and Void Dragon. It got me thinking about how simplistic they look and how I thought they were like really cool cards. I still think they look amazing, but kind of annoys that I didn't draw them centered. But anyways, I remember this is like the main bad guy is Void Dragon and the main good guy is Technogon, and I thought, wouldn't it be awesome to make another one that was like maybe the friend uses it or the side character. So that's why I decided to make Spark Dragon, and I experimented more with the 3/4 view again, because if you remember, I've been experimenting with that, and I drew like this thing in the back. I was gonna make like a hawk originally, but I made so many eagle-like cards or hawks that I thought were like a bird. I thought, no, it's about time I make a cool-looking dragon, because I haven't made a new dragon card in ages. And yeah, so this was so much fun to show my Dimension Battles cards again. If you are excited for the return of Dimension Battles and these new cards, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Bye guys!